jump back into Genshin.
I'm going in! Adventure time! Huh? This world, a fleeting shadow. No, my sword! Let me leave you. Inazuma shines eternal! Illusions are but distractions. Let's light it up!
Yep, she just wasted my entire burst rotation.
Everybody stand back! They're really... Huh? You're toast! Pathetic. Not good. Illusion shattered! This body is eternal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long thing.
Nice and spicy. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa. Teamwork is dreamwork. Witness the final calamity. There is no escape. At the frying pan, into the fire. No, my sword. Rain outlines your. Everybody stand back. Really, that's nice and spicy. Eternity is in my hand. Rain cutter. You're toast. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Shoot, I can't afford any more bandages. Torn to oblivion. Shine down. Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Only emptiness awaits.
Ah. This is so annoying. Yes, very annoying. Doesn't it just mean that Lady Farina will sit at the judge's table? Exactly. Sit at the judge's table? What does that mean? Oh my, we are guests. Judging from your clothes, you must be outlanders, yes? In that case, it's quite expected that you might not understand our local lingo. Allow me to put it this way. You should sit at the judge's table. The justices, of course. And here is our Chief Justice, Monsieur Nivelet. No, I don't know. I don't know. Sir. Oh my, well then, why is our dear Hydro Archon sitting in Monsieur Nivelet? Violet? Violet? I'm just gonna call him New. Sure. Come now, tell me, what would the poor people being judged think of that? If it were me, why, I would feel cheated. Our Hydro Archon knows nothing about being a judge. Rather seem like they won't be getting what was advertised. Exactly, trials will be not as advertised, precisely as you say. Ah, so it does mean what Paimon thought I did. Wait just a second, are you sure it's okay for you to make fun of your god like that? Oh, of course, our Archon loves such jokes. Why, if these words reach your ears, you would tie me to a stone and have me hurled into a deep lake, watching enthusiastically from the sidelines the entire time. But, dear guest, do not grieve yet. Our good Archon is ever so flighty with his words, that even a millstone cannot sink him. And the Archon will say, it's a miracle. It's just a romantic ending while applauding most loudly. In fact, she may think she had a tea or two. And she may even bestow upon me a motto of romantic fontaine mellow. Yes, most romantic. I'm not sure what to say here. That means you're sane, Paimon. We can't have that anymore. In any case, let's get to business. Might I ask why you have come to our humble store? Speaking of which, Arbon? It was Arbon. Don't you think our two guests looks like the famous adventurers the boss told us about previously? Quite so. One with hair like... Is that burnished gold? And the other like shining silver. Oh right, like the two of you be Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon. You know us? The boss was asking around at the Adventurers Guild about adventurers active in Fontaine and not being told about the two of you. Word is that you're a pretty formidable team. Well, Miss Traveler, looks like we're getting more famous by the day. This all thanks to you, Miss Paimon. Haven't you been growing silver tongue lately? Alrighty then. But that Paimon shall always share her fortune with you. Well then, what would your boss like from us? Well, unfortunately, he's not in the store right now. So allow us to tell you in his stead. Just a few words, not to worry. I shall worry. To be brief, our boss will like your help collecting data for his champion jewelers plan. Mhm. Champion Duelist plan. It's a plan to use Champion Duelists as the main characters, the development centerpiece, and the focus of our advertising for a new line of clockwork toys. Alright, that's our business, by the way, clockwork toys. Also, have the two of you heard of Champion Duelists? Not at all, could you explain? They are a special institution in Fontaine. If you commit any crime as you face your trial, you may apply for a duel against a champion duelist. Should you prove victorious, you can clear your name and defend your honor, and thus remove the need for a trial. However, defeating a champion duelist is no mean feat. Harder than selling toys, certainly. Our boss believes this to be an excellent cultural institution of Fontaine. As such, toys of this kind may yet sell very well indeed. And if they do get popular outside the country, we can also win honor for our nation. Two birds with one stone, I say. I can see Lady Farina herself pinning medals to our chest. Okay. So, that's the situation, huh? But if you're making toy champion duelists, what do you need most adventurers for? Well, you can't fell with anything without data. And the strength of the champion duelist is honed in all manners of perilous places. Getting data on them isn't easy. But when we heard that the more impressive adventurers do similar things, we thought, why not get adventurers to help us instead? Because it's cheaper this way. I'm on guess now. You're gonna use adventurers to get data you need for your line of shallow champion jewelers, is that it? That's false advertising. It's no different from Lady Furina sitting at the judge's table. Well, no, it's not quite that serious. It's more like replacing a Roman time flower with a mallow tree. Or, you know, a wooden pillar with a stone one. Yeah, that does. Yeah, doesn't all this mean more or less the same thing? That's what you two were talking about from the start. You know, and we heard it all. Oh, that. We were talking about the part or a lottery? The watchmaker next door, they're way worse than we are, trust me. They call themselves a watchmaker, but they make toys on the sky. Now that's just completely absurd, isn't it? Indeed, terribly so. A watchmaker? That sells toys? I just put a clock on it and still call it a toy. Exactly, and that is not reprehensible. Come tell me, what do you like most in this world? What Paimon likes most? Well, it's her best buddy, Traveler, of course. In that case, if there was a white puppet store somewhere that you travel from afar to, far to, you need to find out it did not sell Traveler puppets at all, but instead stock nothing but a ton of Arbonne puppets. Would you not be angered at this betrayal of your expectations? Would you not cry and scream? Would you not send the boss of that store flying with a single punch for denying you the purchase of your dear companion? Why, I'd be furious. I punched the store owner straight into his cell in the fortress of Mirapede. Mirapede? Whatever. Seriously, who bite arm on puppets anyway? Now that you say so, it would be kind of annoying. What do we do, traveler? And whichever puppets of yours go saw. Paimon, it's a red herring. Don't get distracted. And I almost got Paimon there too. Oh, come now. We're just making some analogies. And you know what they say. There's no such thing as a perfect analogy, and well, the things we describe do happen. After all, you will not find barrel conquered. Conks in conch mandolins, will you? Precisely, and such thing will only increase in frequency until a day comes when watchmakers stop making watches together. Well, we should not forgive them. Oh no, unless they change the name to La Party Toy Makers. And there you both go again. You two really love spouting nonsense, don't you? The more you talk, the further off topic we get. So let's just have it now. What do you need us to do? Well, actually, we do have one request to make before that. You need to go to the party or lottery next door and do a little investigation there. Watchmaking is the main trade, but the latest toys have become so popular they're stealing our customers. We heard that the store owner gained inspiration for these toys in Mondstadt. And we're curious about what they might be. Or you know, maybe some alchemy powered toy that gives off a scent 4 times as sweet as sunset is, which they use to snare people. Now I've heard that there's an alchemist in Mondstadt that can do that anyway. A quadruple sweetness and setting, wouldn't that be? Yes, it would be sucrose, yes. Yeah, sir, could you please help us check it out? Well, it'd be Albedo or sucrose. Our boss is quite concerned about that, yes, matter. I know going so. Oh, come on now, dear guest. We have reputations to maintain as business people. We can't just walk over there willy-nilly. But, on the other hand, exploitable. Exactly, it's for the sake of our reputation. And this one reputation is not one's all. Only if you have a reputation. For people who don't have one, they have nothing to lose. Like me. Now it's time I leave for flower family. For my part, I must go tell our boss of your arrival. So please lend us your aid in this matter. To be honest, never. I'm most pretty curious. What would toys that take inspiration from what that looks like? They really have something to do with alchemy? Let's just go have a look, shall we? Thank you so much. In that case, we shall wait for news from you here. In other words, this is a side quest. I need to go. Oh. Dun, dun. Oh, there are some of people outside the store. It's really good. Well, aren't you the customer saw early? Do you need anything? That's right, it's us. We've heard that toys of yours is super awesome. So we'd like to know more about it. Of course you can. Still, my other brother sent you here to seek out information, didn't he? Eh? Your brother? Wait, actually, how did he know what we were here for? Oh, I just saw you walking out from the clockwork workshop, that's all. My brother owns that shop, and I know him, and what he do. This is right up his alley. I suppose before we could even get started, we should prep more. We should prep more before coming over. How are we supposed to know that your brothers? Now this is just a matter of corporate competition, isn't it? It's brother against brother. Hi, Mom. Mind your tongue, please. Sorry, boss. But my brain gears got stuck there for a minute. Don't worry. Even the best made toys have components that get stuck at some point. It's the same with people. You need to take good care of them. Except that's very hard to do so. Besides, I don't think you're wrong about how my brother sees our relationship. Regardless, I won't take up more of your time than needed. Let me talk about these toys instead. Are you sure this is okay? We're supposed to be secretly gathering intel. Such interesting things you say, dear customer. Our shop's real bread and butter is clocks, which we make using techniques handed down from generation to generation. Toys are just my personal hobby. They bring happiness to people. So if I let more people know about them, is that not the same as spreading happiness? Wow. That's such a nice way of thinking about things. My brother probably say that this line of thinking is still unadventurous, but that aside, why don't you have a look at the toy? I hope you like it. I've heard I got your inspiration from Mondstadt. Indeed, I've liked the place since I was little. And when I went there recently, it was indeed a rewarding experience for me. I incorporated the story of an adventurer I met there into the toy. Don't set your expectations too high, alright? In the end, it's just a simple clockwork device. An adventurer? So it's not a product of alchemy then. An alchemical toy? That sounds interesting. But this adventurer made quite the impression. If there's time, I'll tell you his story. I forgot his name now. Would you like to try this toy out now? There's nothing quite like experiencing it for yourself. He loves you, but they're still waiting for a reply on the other end. We should get there first, traveler, and then come right back. My mum really wants to try this adventure toy right away. Alright then, remember, you're always welcome here.
Behold!
Behold, flying time! I do enjoy using balls. Boss, the two guests have returned. The two of you are quick indeed. As expected, people recommended by the Adventurers Guild. I'm the owner of the shop. Welcome. Hey there, boss. So, you and Karen are brothers? We didn't know about that and he saw through us right away. Seriously, Albert? You didn't tell them something this important? Seriously, Arbon? Didn't we agree that you tell them? They're gonna cut anyone's salary. Boss cut his. Hey, are you two brothers too? What? Don't call this guy my... I wanna go Weeble, but... brother. Ahem. So what you mean to say is that the mission's a bust? You didn't find anything? Well, no. Karen is a really nice guy and he didn't mind. Even though he knew about us, he even told us that we could try the toy house anytime. Those things are so corny. Didn't he say that he incorporated some adventurous story into it or something? That's right. How did you know? Did you already investigate the matters or something? I just know him all too well. He always puts something sensible into his stories without caring about the market situation. If you ask me, adventurous stories are long old-fashioned. But his shop is very popular, isn't it? That's just ordinary markets fluctuation. Once our champion duelist lineup takes the stage, we'll have him beat easy. But those aren't real champion duelists. They're the result of us out-of-fashion adventurous play acting. What did the two of you know? This is what I call packaging. It is standard practice on the market. And no one cares how exactly you do it. We're just going to get the data and put into some popular toy prototypes. I claim that it's a story about the growth of a champion duelist, and I'll do the trick just fine. Really? That's it? Emma feels like there'll definitely be problems this way. It's fine if the story has issues, it's all about the gimmick. True. What would you think if I told you that Arbonne and Nobel are in fact ultra-realistic, ultra-high-quality puppet based on the theme of double acts? What? The puppets? Can puppets look so real? Of course they can. That's the power of a double act. Tricks can seem very real indeed. Tina, that's the power of packaging. Even a gimmick can, when presented the right way, generate interest. So it's just a trick, you cheater. You couldn't be more different from your brother. Well, that's his problem for not staying in his clockwork lane. If he wants to stick his nose into the toy-making business, it's my duty as his older brother to show him what's what. Right with that hand, aren't we? None more conniving than a merchant, I see. Thanks for the compliment. In that case, I sup you two. The data collection will be run by Arbonne and Albert. Well, we're just gonna turn a blind eye to your brotherly conflict. Just don't skimp on our payments. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. So let's do almond. Hello, you two. My name is Almond. You seem kinda nervous. So sorry. I get like this when there's too many people around. I get that sentiment. No worries, no worries. You don't have to rush. We're just here to try out the toy. Sure. I have prepared a handbook for you. That's so nice of you, Armand. We'll read it carefully for sure. It's all right if you don't read it. It's very simple and for fun. You want to try? Okay, I'll give it a try. Hope you enjoy yourself. During the challenge, you can control the toy adventurer, follow the music beat, and attack at the right moment to hit the toys, riding both sides of the track. When the challenge started, drift your attack delay to optimize the toy's reaction position. When successfully attack delay parameters, you'll be able to hit toys to the moist and score higher in the challenge. Alternatively, you can enter the setting interface to adjust the attack button position before starting this challenge. Yep. Let's try. I think going to mine feels better. Eh. Hello there, how are you? I'm doing alright. Let's begin. I'm not really good at river games. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Why the both bits actually? Let's begin. When facing with two blue slimes during challenge, hold the corresponding allocating until it's charged up. Ah. When facing tap the left and right. Okay.
Time itself is a sight.
Yes, lead the way. Wow, they look so heavy and so hot and stuffy. Actually, you can place mist flowers wrapped in cloth inside for low temperature. As for the weight, well, just put it on the water. There's no time for delay. Let's go, my friends. Hmm. Let's do some.
There's still a long road ahead.
I think I can. I think he can speak on these. Nope. I thought he did at one point. This isn't a long side quest, is it? Wait, really? So I'll need interactive map. Let's see, where am I? I wish I have time for this Subaru, but
We'll need a strategy.
interlock. I'm not gonna read this. So much text. Actually, no, I like my law, so. Actually, do I keep it right? Nope. I was inside the same lab. I was nervous at first, as everyone said I was child prodigy since the disaster, some people even more. are even more precious. I thought that since he's a star of the Institute and was recommended by higher-ups, he'd be full of himself, but he's much better than I expected. He's just not especially nice or anything, no obvious symptoms. I made a huge mistake and knocked over an ancient geometry machine that took a lot of efforts to bring back from desert ruins. But then the machine came to life and messed everything up. Oh, he's a lot younger than me, he's really smart. I can't believe that's how he managed to tame the machine. Maybe taming isn't the right word, maybe the other engineers will look down on me for using it, but it really did feel like taming. I know the current clockwork machines pretty well, so I can tell the huge technological gulf between the two. Ignoring structure, we can't solve the power source problem, and it'll be difficult to make any meaningful progress. But I still have to be careful, and I've seen Aline angry, and I don't want to find out what he looks like when he gets angry. A few minor symptoms are completed. Well, my phone's dying. Took the day off, I can hardly believe it. Aline came to visit me and even brought his sister. She's cute and not afraid of strangers. I'm so happy. We discussed the idea of a thinking machine based on gems and tape circuits. I used the word discuss, but actually I just said things like, oh, or that's really amazing, or how would you do that? Whenever he paused and didn't make any real contribution, I wasn't really into it, though, and he behaved very different than he usually does in the lab. His little sister's probably way smarter than me, a research assistant. I guess it isn't that boring when it flares up. I want to return to the Institute to help as soon as I can. The additional machines got here. The previous ones are no longer usable since they were completely dismantled. But it did clear up a lot of things, at least according to him, something about being driven by the elements in the ley lines. But we can't recreate it with our current level industrial precision and material science. Help with compiling the report, but there's so much I couldn't understand. Apparently, lots of people are secretly unhappy that Aline has more research resources than them, but if you ask me, everyone's smarter than me, and they sure will get along. That way we can make the world a better place. His sister said that some other friends are joining the Institute. I'm looking forward to meeting them. No obvious symptoms. Joined the lab as new partners, but now I'm even more confused by the conversation. Why is it I can understand every word on its own, but once they string them all together, I can't make heads or tails of it? Jacob is really the only one even close to being on the same level as me. Now I'd be ashamed just writing that as an adult looking for reassurance from a child as young as Jacob. I feel like I've lost all the self-respect an adult should have. Based on the research on prime energy and machinery, seems like they decided to top this name. Rain and Rennie? Also, I'm thinking about trying to use the characteristics of Lucia and Pneuma to construct a new kinetic core. A few minor symptoms. I may have made a contribution, well maybe. I went on a picnic with Elaine, his sister Rennie, and Jacob. It was technically supposed to be field research, but the idea came from Elaine's sister and me. We thought they didn't have any life at all outside of the research, so we asked the Institute director to arrange something. Petrichor is quite boring, but the scenery is quite nice since you can see the Great Waterfall. I brought a camera from the Institute to take photos for them. I hope there are more outings like this one in the future, so I can take more photos of his sisters, especially. After all, Elaine is always working and I can't be with her sister as she grows up. So these photos will come in handy later when he regrets not spending much time with her. Anyway, we'll see how she was at different times, and it won't stink so much. If only my family had enough money for a camera and things didn't go wrong. I'm sure my mum was taking lots of photos of me. Rennie and Jacob like Elaine's sister a lot too. When the four of them hang out, she sometimes acts like an older sister to them, despite being the youngest. It's a really interesting dynamic. Nasha mentioned something about trope and seals, even though we went out there to help out fun for once. They were still thinking about research, and obviously symptoms took the day off. Ali's sister came to see me with Jacob. Ali and Rennie couldn't make it because the experiments inside the critical stage. You didn't have to tell me any of that, though, after all of my limited abilities, or like what that limited abilities that I was able to help out was already fulfilling. I heard that Elaine and the Institute director came to see me separately while I was unconscious. I feel bad that they killed more this way for nothing. I wasn't even raped. So it'll take time off, but I hope to go back out. I found out that they were graduates from the Nazis and Cruise Institute. That made me really happy. They talked about the director and the face director as well as the Avengers, and it made me feel like a kid again. The only details that didn't make sense was the cake the face director made, because it felt like punishment when we had it. After this Saturday, I lost contact with pretty much all my friends. I'm so happy that we were able to find each other again. I wonder how my friends are doing. They're probably trying to rebuild a Nazis and Cruise Institute. Next time we'll check out. So I bought a thinking machine again. I had an idea about making a thinking camera so that I would take photos of those precious to him while he's busy. The thought was kind of pointless, but that it has security and surveillance application. They did it. The light bulb came on. I was lucky to have recorded it in time to witness this historical moment. It's quite a pity, but I hope Rennie and Jacob will make the breakthroughs of their own in their own research topic. I hope they get better assistance than me. Took the day off. There were several visits while I was in caution. It's a shame. All I can do is realize they leave behind. They could have left me a note and find me to his and Rennie's staff. There's something they want to talk to me about. I hope I can get out of bed soon. And brought flowers for me. And brought flowers for me, but I already wilted by the time I woke up. Took the day off. I was able to get out of bed today just when I first met Elaine. For a time afterwards, my first time standing here, I documented experimental procedures and from now. And I basically his oral descriptions. I was trying to start up the machinery below in an ill-fitting lab coat. Rennie and Jacob later entered through that door. And Alan would temporarily forget to act the young genius and Rusty was him again, Jessica. I found myself witness to the first successful controlled annihilation reaction. The brilliant light cast a deep dark shadow, and I believe history was made in a moment. Can someone like me so excited and knocked over the ink bottle play a role in such an historic event? It seems access was limited due to the dangerous nature. The audacity to become having figures in history. I guess Alain moves into the lab. Based on his plan, once the energy problem solved, he will study kinematics. I'll go greet him later. I wonder how Anne is doing now. I wonder what kind of beautiful woman she'll grow up to be. I'll stop writing here. I don't have much time left. I hope everything goes well. I'll probably read those pages. So. Their sign assistant doesn't seem very reliable. There's one machine. No broadcast worth reporting today. Went out with Anna. System seem reliable, so master, no obstacles of go, machine. Research prime energy machines, system. Research system says about. Field research today, interesting machine, research. Pocket file visits, a bit to hosting, and scolded me. On a fresh day, took the day off, went to busy, and the camera. I'm guessing this is from the other side. Is it? Now when we open that door and proceed onward. Oh, so this is the forum you were talking about? There's so many books everywhere. They must really have been dedicated to studying and conducting research. Pamela would never guessed that they were a secret society plotting to overthrow the government of Fontaine. As the saying goes, dear Pamela, knowledge is power. This is especially true for the Electrosis Forum. You should understand that with great knowledge comes great power. Once great power is yours to command, there will only be one path left for you. I'm understanding that logic really holds water, but you're the locals, not Palmer, so Palmer trusts you know what you're talking about and leave it there. They seem to have been researching some amazing things from, and we've already seen plenty of stuff that obviously isn't from. Outdoor, didn't they? Well, they, you know, turning on the peel up laid. Yeah. Last time we saw them was in the desert of Sumer. Well, knowing the extensive resource, it's gonna be too hard for them to get their hands on these kind of things. After all, this is the fabulously wealthy Electrosis Forum we're talking about here. Is that so? Then presumably this is found our treasure. Enough to cover travel expensive. Now fascinating, I mean, what terrific achievement. I expected nothing less from the two of you. It's too bad that this place is completely flooded. It really feels like a lot happened here and they made a lot of important discoveries. The water levels of Fontaine have risen before, but according to the folks at the Fontaine Research Institute, they will rise again in the future. Perhaps one day, all of Fontaine will disappear beneath the waves. Wow, that'd be terrible. All that delicious food drowned and lost forever. Anyway, let's hope nothing like that will happen in the future. In the future? Who cares about that? I'll be dead long before then. So why should I worry about the people alive then? What do the people in Fontaine of the future have to do with me? I will pay my respects to my family and friends. After all, they raised me and have done many things for me. Well, have the people of the future done anything for you, for me? So what do we owe them, is that right? That's pretty extreme. That's what I might have said about the issue of flooding if I lacked both patriotism and a sense of civic responsibility. Pretty abominable. Anyway, sorry for digressing. There should be a way to open the door. Let's take a look around and see if there's any clues or keys. I also try to see if I can find anything in the associated files, my dear friends. Hmm. Hmm.
Water jet!
Do I have to smack it? Hmm. Brilliant, now we can continue further into the Institute Zep. As expected of a seasoned adventurer. Eh? I'm investigating a forum, so if it's a forum or an institute. Sorry, I misspoke. Forgive me for asking this out of the blue, but did either of you ever run into someone who was looking for me? Or did you tell anyone else about the encounter? Hmm. Hmm. I'm doesn't think so. What's wrong with it, Jill? Do you own someone a ton of more? No, of course not. It just occurs to me that I should let you know that there are many greedy goons, wink wink, but also after the Araya Cruises foreign secret treasure. They're very different from us. They're willing to do anything to achieve their goals. So I've always refused to work with them, as I know the most about the treasure's whereabouts. They have me feel safe. I spent a long time hiding from the prying eyes and look for partners I can trust. It is my luck to have finally met you two, my dearest friends. Ah, so that's what's going on. In any case, I'm just relieved to hear that you never told anyone about me. Phew. I just know I picked the right people to be my partners. Only your best friends can be relied on to keep your secrets. Yep, don't worry, Virgil. We won't tell anyone else about you. Uh-huh. I have complete confidence I will never ever tell another soul about me. Let's go, the treasure waiting for us. Yep, here we come, treasure. Ready anyway? Hmm. Alright, I need to grab that again.
reward on the road. Ta-da! Clee's here! Hold the line! La la la! Pew! Boing, boing, boom!
Good heavens. Traveler, you said to have a way with his Meka. Phew, we must look for the treasure after all. We're already running into the guards. Well, Fontane's achievements are as numerous and dazzling as the stars in the sky. The clockworks Meka are undoubtedly the most exquisite of them all. Well, perhaps I shouldn't overpraise one of the most exquisite. You must have traveled via Aquabus when you visited the court, right? Tell me you've seen an intricate steamboat as well in Fontaine, even blacksmiths done by Meka. Why the mason gardeners didn't even have to lift a finger to beat me up, so they just sent out some garden mechs. They don't sell much, there was no choice but to beat you up. I mean, beat up the bad guys, why would they ever beat me up? Well, Meka already so advanced, and surely people of Fontaine don't need to do anything for themselves anymore. They can just leave everything to machines. Yeah, that's a good one, dear friend. You're just adorable. It's a lot cheaper to hire a machine than buy a clockwork Meka, or to put it another way, no one nothing can infringe on the Fontaine citizens' right to work. Mom, why don't you show him that trick of yours again? Beep, construct, beep. How fascinating in that case. Well, I think everyone agreed that humans and machines are not the same. Well, all the places we have been have their own charm. It's not like Fontaine is just better than anything than everywhere else, right? My friend, surely you cannot be serious. How can there be any place in Japan that's better than Fontaine? Yeah, I must just try to say that other places are also really special, too. Virgil, have you ever set foot outside Fontaine? My dearest Paramount, you should know that an old saying in Fontaine, all water leads to Fontaine. It's not the people of Fontaine who should go out and see the world, but all the world who should come and witness Fontaine's glory. Don't get it backwards. Do people really say that? Of course they do. Anyway, my friends, why don't we keep going? The train's still waiting for us deep inside these rooms. Yeah, let's go, traveler.
Totoko? Totoko, where are you?
Nope. Hmm. Hmm. There's still stuff to explore. think that's just it then. Just don't think there's anything else for now.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Yeah.
Mushrooms. Can I change instruction? We create a clockwork accuracy. Out of this, fill your genius out. Seems to be. I think they probably was shut out of together.
I'll keep this close. Do you want to come fish?
They're suspicious of some sort of so-called. There's a lot of reading that
Go! Hold the line.
damn it doesn't count.
Pew! Jumpy Dumpty go! Allow me.
I was actually curious, does it have does it trigger weak points and it doesn't? At least I'm not. Hmm. According to my research, it should be the treasure vault, the Lycus Forum. The riches we seek should be within. Whoa, a treasure vault? But this doesn't look like a vault at all. I thought the vault would be full of glittering gold and more dazzling in the sun. You should know, my dear friend, that just as truly wealth does not flaunt in anything as sterile as appears. Real treasure. I was about to say real treasure is not so easily revealed. But you're also right, Pi, but I have to say, and it would never come with something so wise and philosophical. Regardless, the purpose of our expedition is to uncover the treasure the Institute has hidden away for centuries. Okay, so is this a forum or an institute? But let's just say that different records refer to different. Hundreds of millions of more? Whoa, Pama now. Let's just go. What's the worst that could happen? I'm not worried about that. Pama's stand. Virgil? What's wrong, traveler? Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Don't worry, I won't let anyone get through. Oh no, oh no, Mew. So funny that is a minute. Did that? Yeah, whatever. Seems the ordered diary machine no longer satisfying must be so that use natural resources in something truly horrifying. Things out of control, guilty may be willing. Oh, good. At least I love long enough to approach. I think we've seen it before. Knowledge has value too. That's the Purina spike or something, isn't it? That's a camera. Hmm. Oh, so you're not gonna activate, huh? A ruin grade. It's just a ruin grader, we can handle it. We don't even know if there's a treasure here to bring. Looks like I'm gonna be finding that. Oh, there are cracks in the glass. What's that sound? Virgil, what's going on? I'm so very sorry. I made a terrible mistake. It was only during our expedition I realized this wasn't the former grounds of the Lycra's former, but rather the ruins of the Institute of Natural Philosophy. There's no treasure here, but there are lots of experiments on machinery and energy, and now, my dearest friends, another experiment is about to begin. As for treasure, it would be wrong to say that there aren't any at all here. As seasoned adventurers, I'm sure you've accumulated quite a bit more and all the precious items over the course of your journey. Abra was to the conclusion of the experiment to collect the treasure you're sure to leave behind. Don't worry, and don't you worry, my friend, I'll be sure to put them to good use. Virgil, you lied to us. I figured I was going to do something like this. So you knew I still decided to step into my trap. You're the kind of person I despise the most, so arrogant and disdainful. You've blasted fool, treated me like an idiot, even a couple of foreign help. Well, I've gone into research on this. I have to use the spike again.
Water jet! Boing, boing, boom! Jump,
Hmm. Okay, so how did people get in here? Don't think you can get up those. Even with all the...
Are you sure it has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with.
Hmm. Hmm. Only kids will find that cool. Where's my good stop to say? Not spotted. Stop. Yeah, I'll do this last bit.
Let's move out. Allow me.
Shit! Clouds high. The bird.
Do your master's bidding. My will embodied. Take flight. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
The wind knows me.
I've been waiting for you.
How many do I still need? 2, 6, 12. Alright, 2, 6, 14, 26. I basically need the full set and then. I don't remember this. Oh, I remember this. Okay, I'm done for today.